What is good with y'all? This is your boy, your man, Alphahebrew elect, coming back at you with another video. We gonna start this video off by giving all praises and honor to Yahweh and his son that saved us. Yahawashi. That's who we giving the grace and the praise to. And my beautiful Israelite brothers and sisters. How y'all doing today? Yes. Today we gonna talk about the Bible in the so-called woke community. They have been belittling the Bible and the concept for a long time, a long time. And they have, been attacking us and and saying that, the quote unquote white man, which is Esau, it's just Esau, European man, wrote the Bible, right? So that's how they get out of doing what the Most High told them to do, because they say, oh, it came in around, slavery. Slavery. It was slavery. That's when we learned the Bible and all this other garbage they talking about. We knew the Bible way before then. It was translated in so-called English for us, for them to use against us, because y'all have to remember, we wasn't able to read at that time either. So you can't say the Bible was used to enslave us when we couldn't even read. And when we read it, that's when they wanted to get rid of it. I think y'all seen The Birth of a Nation, hopefully. Y'all seen all these movies where, they was talking about the Bible and reading the Bible and, just doing their numbers and stuff, and people was dying over it. So it's just, for them to say that is rhetorical. And when you think about it, the Bible, I believe it was introduced to the Americans in 1611, I believe. And then slavery, the slave ship and the trade or whatever, started around 1600, 1602 or something like that. So just that 1600 mark. So there's a 11-year gap, when we first came here, we were speaking Hebrew. They didn't know that tongue. That's why a lot of people, they knew the Bible. They knew the Bible. And we're going to get into some scriptures real quick. We're going to go to Solomon. Let's get Solomon. Good old Song of Solomon 1 and 5. And this is going to show y'all that, the people who wrote the Bible were not so-called white people. So we'll get Solomon 1 and 5. Let's see, Solomon 1 and 5. Turn all these ads and stuff off, man. It says, and this is the King James Version, this is not the NIV version and all that other bull crap. Song of Solomon 1 and 5. I am black, but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. I'm black. So all the comedic woke women and say, oh, that's the white man's Bible. It said, I am black, but comely. It's stating right there that the people in the Bible, those extraterrestrial beings were black people. So you can't say, the white man wrote the Bible, because it was written by Hebrews. It was just translated into English so they can use it to, keep us enslaved, because the letter J also didn't come around to the 1600s. And that's why when they say Jesus, right, they painted him white. I'm gonna do a whole little, lecture on my other channel, which y'all need to go check out. It's just Alphahebrew. I have Alphahebrew and Alphahebrew elect. But I'm gonna do a whole little synopsis on it. But Jesus was this guy named Caesar Borgia. That's where they get the concept from. This pedophile guy who did whatever with his sister. And then they just named him Jesus. But Jesus, the letter J, didn't come around to the 1600s. His name is Yahawashi. And he was not a white man with blonde hair. We about to get into that. Revelations, I believe, 14 and 15. Because y'all just be saying anything. Revelations 1 and 14. Salakia. We're going to start at 1 and 14. I was doing a little reading earlier. I had my little notes. So 1 and 14, that's where we're going to start. 1 and 14. And this is going to give, the description. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. Wool. And his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters, like mine. So this is the hair, right? But I'm not that wise yet when it comes to just being older. I got the wisdom, but my gray hairs ain't kicked in yet. I think I got like one gray hair somewhere. But his hair was white like wool, white as snow, and his feet were brass, but it was burned in a furnace. Like if you take a copper penny and you put that thing on fire, that's how he was darker complexion, I'm brass. I believe he was about this color, this complexion. So that's Yahawashi. That's the Jesus that y'all keep talking about. And, I'm going to just go ahead and put a bullet in that the white man wrote the Bible. But I'm showing y'all that the Bible is for the quote unquote black people, which, black is not a color. You have to know who you are. You have to know your lineage and your tribe. You just focus on your linear DNA. That's all you do. You focus on that. But you don't get lost into what they say. And there's no such thing as a DNA test and things like that. They try to say you can trace back. No, you can't trace back. You just have to do time placement, and you just have to know who you are according to where you come from and how you got there. We were brought here on slave ships. Let me get that too, for people who think that they wrote, the Bible. So we're going to go to Deuteronomy, I believe it's 28 and 68. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. So, and I read that. That's 28 and 1. We're gonna get to the 64 in a minute. But he said all nations above. He put us. The so-called white man is not going to write that about himself. He's not going to call himself black. He's not going to say, I put you above all nations on the earth. He's not going to say that about himself. Now let's get into 28 and 68. We'll start at 64, Salakia. But I want y'all to get the correlation, so that's why I read 1. But it's 28 and 1, and now we're going to 28 and 64, and then we're going to go to 28 and 68. Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. So he said he's going to spread us all over, and we're going to be serving all type of gods and doing all type of things. We just picked up certain customs. We just picked up false gods, Jesus, and all these other people, Gandhi, whoever, whatever you worship is just false. If it ain't the Most High and it don't come from the Bible, it's false. And he said we would do that everywhere. And I read the earth. He put us above all nations, but he's going to spread us with all nations also, amongst all nations. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, Egypt being bondage, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And what he's talking about is our homeland, because he said, I'm going to take you out of Egypt. You're not going to see your homeland or your land on that side. I'm going to put you in a foreign, spot, a foreign place. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. We were the only ones sold. That's why people in Africa are still in Africa. Asia are still in Asia. We were the only ones sold to our enemies, and we haven't been out of captivity yet, because the Most High, he's going to get us out of captivity once we fulfill his promises. So that is, and that's just a little dagger in today. The white man wrote the Bible, and that the white man the white man used the Bible to enslave people. That's why we don't follow it. No, you don't read it. You don't read it. You have to read the Bible to get what we're talking about. And then the Bible is written in English. And then you translate these words in Hebrew, it's a whole different meaning. It's a whole different meaning. That's why we say Yahweh. Y'all still say God. God is not Yahweh. That's just a term that they use because God means power. That's why he said you will serve no other gods. You will serve other gods. You shouldn't serve other gods, but you will, because up here, you're going to be in bondage and you're going to be forced to do so. Now we're just breaking them chains. That's all. That go for my brothers and sisters, just breaking the chains. So if you watch all these Israelite videos, all these brothers be giving the work, not just me. They be giving that work, and they're disenchanting people. Like, that's my mission, is to disenchant. That's our mission, because people are under this illusion and this falsehood. Now the woke community, they like to be self-divine. They believe in the divine energy, the self, and that's fine. They believe like they're the ones. You should, but you can't believe you're the one. That's the thing. You have to believe in a higher entity. We are gods. Black people are gods. The DNA proves it. The Bible proves it. We are gods, but we're not the Most High. We're not the highest entity. We're nowhere near close. If it was a meter, we wouldn't even be on a radar when it comes to the entity, the man, the creation that created us. That's why we follow the Bible. Now, the woke community, y'all have to come up with a conclusion, because y'all say a lot of things. Y'all say a lot of things and a lot of good things, and y'all get people following y'all. I mean, y'all stole our crystals, y'all steal a lot of our concepts, that we've been doing for a long time, but we ain't gonna say nothing though. Just like off life, we walked up smooth, I'ma drink. We ain't gonna say nothing though. Y'all have to come up with a better conclusion, because y'all don't have an end game. Y'all just say whatever. Y'all just, the divine energy, and then y'all start talking about the cosmos, and y'all start talking about the Anunnaki, all that. Y'all just be talking about the world and what happened in the past and your ancestors, and the water, the mountains, and all. That's our stuff also, that's in the Bible too, the mountains and stuff, but we're not gonna get into that. But y'all have to have an end game for black people. What are y'all going to do? Y'all still talking about paperwork. I be seeing all these conscious dudes, they talking about we have to beat them in a court system. How you gonna beat them in a court system? That's stupid. That's like saying you gonna beat somebody in a house where they got you kidnapped. I'm gonna beat him at his own game, in his own house, where he learned and mastered all the traps because he got me here. It doesn't make sense. There's no bloodless. There's never been a such thing as a bloodless war. Y'all still going by signatures. Y'all still doing signatures. You think by you signing something that means something? Your signature doesn't mean anything. What does your signature mean? That's what you do when you get married. That's what you do when you get a birth certificate. That's what you do when you get your ID. A signature doesn't mean anything. That doesn't give credence to anything. That's just saying, yeah, that's the person we own. That's why you have to have a seal. You have to have a seal. It has to be something way more important. But a seal, that's power. That's why if you look on the dollar bill or the currency, you have the signature and you have a seal. Black people don't have a seal, you just have a signature. Signature is just who you are, it's just your nature, it's just what you have given them. You've given them the power. When you sign documents, you are giving them the power to keep you enslaved. That's why y'all haven't went nowhere. That's why y'all go to jail. That's why y'all get shot. That's why they able to do the things that they do to you. That's why they still own your money. You don't own your money. You just make money for them. That's why they tax you. Inflation. That's why they can kick you out your house. So the Kemetic community, the woke community, y'all have to come up with a different game plan, because our end game is in the Bible. All my Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters know about it. In the opposition, they know about it too. They just trying to change the narrative, but we gonna keep, kicking they behind when it come to that, because you got masters. The Most High said he have elect, and he said he had hunters and fishers. So wherever y'all at, we coming for our people. We coming. We coming to dominate. Y'all gotta leave. If y'all not gonna put up a fight, leave our names out of it. Stop trying to diss the Bible. Stop trying to diss us. Because at the end of the day, there's no end game. The end game for y'all ancestors, we see what happened. We see what happened in Egypt. That's why there's no remnant left. That's why everything that y'all do, it has to be a custom. Y'all pick up the customs. Egypt was wiped out. Period. Wasn't a soul left. Why you think they stopped building the temples? Uh-oh. Why you think certain temples are sloppy? Because they knew what the Most High had planned. That's why there's no more temples. What happened? Stop dissing and get in tune with who you are, and get, you may not be a Hebrew Israelite, you may be just a regular African, or whatever. But at the end of the day, most likely y'all are Israelites, because y'all are here. Y'all have been taken captive. But I just had to make that video because I keep saying that, man. And I'm willing to debate whatever y'all want to do. I don't even like doing debates, because my brothers and sisters, right, and definitely my brothers, I have seen them destroy the conscious community, the woke community, whatever y'all want to call them, destroy them. So me destroying them again is like kicking a dead horse. It's a waste of time. Y'all have to come with some concrete evidence. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to. Y'all can use the slander. for deflection, for a deflecting, tool to get out of the truth. But, time is up. Time is up, man. Y'all have no resolution. What's the resolution? Woke community, temples, Egypt. What's the solution? Y'all should know our solution. Y'all should know our solution. But check my other channel out, Alphahebrew. It's in the description. Thank you. Go subscribe to that channel. That's the teaching channel. And subscribe to this one too, man. And like the video, comment, share it, man. Because it's for my people. It's for y'all. So share it. And yeah, I'm going to see y'all in the next video, man. I enjoyed y'all, kicking with y'all, man. It's always an honor. And giving y'all, the little knowledge I know, man. And I'm just being humble. Yeah, I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Alphahebrew. I am out of here.